Time reshapes all things, yet some wounds never heal. By the 1700s, the sacred lands of the Olmecs had been rebranded by Moorish and European powers as Virginia, America. Along the coastlines, penal colonies rose like scars upon the earth, stark reminders of foreign domination. These fortresses, manned by European soldiers, stood as symbols of control. But they did not go uncontested. The descendants of the Olmecs, warriors in spirit and blood, refused to surrender. In the dense forests of their homeland, they clashed with European forces. Muskets and steel met spears and bows in battles fought not just for survival, but for the soul of the land. Far across the Atlantic, the women and children stolen generations ago had built lives in West Africa. Though their memories of home had faded, their blood carried whispers of their ancestors' strength. They lived among Moorish traders, blending cultures, but their connection to the Olmec lands remained a shadow in their stories. By the 1800s, the struggle for the Olmec lands reached a turning point. New alliances began to form, not for unity, but for betrayal. Some descendants, born of Olmec and Moorish blood, turned against their own people. Lured by promises of power and wealth, they conspired with Moorish leaders and European factions to dismantle their ancestral resistance. In shadowed chambers, deals were struck. Gold and maps exchanged hands as plans were laid to bring the Olmec resistance to its knees. The betrayal ran deep, cutting through families and shattering bonds that had held strong for generations. Brother turned against brother. Mothers wept as sons chose opposing sides, some standing with the Olmecs to defend their land, others aligning with foreign powers for their own gain. The war that followed was unlike any before, not just a battle for territory, but a fight against the fractures within. The betrayal erupted into violence. Villages burned as European forces, emboldened by their new allies, marched deeper into the Olmec lands. Yet, the descendants of the Olmecs, bloodied but unbroken, fought back with the ferocity of their ancestors. Their spirits, like the land, refused to yield. As the fires smoldered and the dust settled, the land bore the weight of betrayal and resilience. The Olmec king's legacy endured in those who stood firm, even as their world changed around them. This war, born of greed and fractured loyalties, would leave scars that time could not erase.